Hello Year 2 and welcome back to the spring term 2 and we are going to start by looking at your first lesson in your DT learning for this half term. So just to kind of recap, as it's been a while since we've covered any DT units this half term, or this term really, we're going to go through our Knowing More, Remembering More. So question number 1, you can write these down on a piece of paper or call them out to your computer, whichever you prefer to do. So, question 1, a base is found at the top of a structure. Is that true or false? And question 2, to make something more stable means to make it work for horses, more easy to push over, or strong enough to stand on its own. I'll read those again to you. To make something more stable means to make it work, A, work for horses, B, more easy to push over, or C, strong enough to stand on its own. And you can pause the video now if you wish to think about your answers. Okay, welcome back. So we're going to go through our answers. Question 1 was, a base is found at the top of a structure, true or false? The base is actually the bottom of the structure, so it's false. Then question 2, to make something more stable means to make it C, strong enough to stand on its own. So it will not fall over if you make something more stable. Okay, so our objectives for today's DT lesson is to understand what a design brief is. We have spoken about design briefs previously, so hopefully you'll make some links with some of your learning in the autumn term. Number 2 is to understand that fabric can be joined using different techniques and to carry out some research on existing products that are already on the market, that are already available to buy at this moment in time. So vocabulary words that we already know are bag, fabric, material, teddy and colourful. Words we're going to meet today and over the next couple of weeks or so. We'll do my turn, your turn. So my turn, textile, your turn. My turn, stitch, your turn. My turn, functional, your turn. My turn, purpose, your turn. And my turn, product, your turn. Super. So can we help? This teddy bear in the picture there looks like he's very near some sort of port, so I can see a ferry in the background, is going on holiday. He needs to take his clothes, camera and a notepad with him. So although we can't do turn to your partner because we're not in class, maybe you can turn to an adult or somebody in your house. What could Teddy Bear make so he can carry all of these items? So he needs to take all of those items, his clothes, camera and notepad. What could he put them in? What could he use to carry all of those items? So hopefully you've had a think and identified he needs some sort of bag. So he does need a bag that can carry that he can carry with him to hold all of his belongings. So when we talk about existing products, when we design a new product, it's important that we look at similar items that have already been made. And this is called product analysis. My turn, product analysis. As it is a way to help us identify the features of a successful product, because it's an item or a product that's already out there being sold in shops and online. So I want you to have a think about this question. You can pause the video at any point. How many types of bags, different bags, can you name? Okay, so if we have a think, okay, you can do this at home. You can maybe search for a bag that's in your house, maybe somewhere in your bedroom, somewhere in your living room, maybe ask your mum and dad if you're going to borrow one of theirs, okay? So I'm going to give you about 10 seconds to go and find a bag, and we're going to discuss and think about these questions for the particular bag that you have selected today. So I want you to think about these things. What does the bag itself look like? What particular features does it have? What fabric is the bag made from? And what types of things could it be used to carry? And finally, think about the who question. Who might use this particular product? Pause the video now and discuss this with an adult or someone in your home. Okay, so hopefully you've spoken with your adult about the questions on the previous slide. So now I want you to think about the how and the why. How has the bag itself been made? Has it been made by somebody making it from scratch? Or has it been made in some sort of factory or by a machine? And the why question, why does it have the features that it has? So your bag might have pockets, it might have different types of straps, it might have a particular design on it or a design feature. Why does it have those things? Again, now I'd like you to pause the video and you can come back in just a moment. Okay, so welcome back. Now, your task today is to look at a range of different bags and complete the table below. Now, in your activity, you will have images and names of 4 different types of bags. And you need to think about these questions. Who would use it? What is that bag used for? What particular features does it have? And what material is it made from? Now, you might need a grown-up to help you think about some of those answers if you're not sure, but I'm positive that they will be able to help you with that as well. You might also like to think about using some of these vocabulary words. So you've got textile, stitch, functional, purpose, product, fabric, material, and colourful. So I'm going to stop sharing my screen just here, and I'm going to go and show you the actual sheet that you will be completing together for today's activity. So as you can see, this is your table that you have with the questions that we've already just gone through. And you have 4 different types of bags. So the first bag you're going to be looking at is a rucksack. The second bag we'd like you to look at is a handbag. The third is a suitcase. And number 4, just here, is a briefcase. So these are the different types of bags, the 4 different bags we would like you to have a think about and answer their questions and think about what you would write in each of those boxes. It might be that more than one person would use a particular bag. It might have many different uses. You might need to think about and maybe even ask your parents about what types of features some of these bags might have. And also, they can sometimes be made from more than one type of material. So you might not just have one item listed here, you might have a couple. Okay, so if I stop sharing my screen there and I'll go back to the PowerPoint slide. So make sure you think carefully about your answers for that one and what you think you need to include. Okay. So questions to think about whilst you are answering those, completing the table and answering the questions are these. What do all the bags have in common? What makes them different? What do we use each of these bags for? They might have a different purpose for each one. How is that linked to the material or the design? Is there a link? And you might actually start to think about some of your science learning on materials, which would also help you there. And the final one is, which bag design will be most suitable for Teddy? Pause the video and you can think about those questions now. Welcome back. So our key knowledge that we've covered today is remembering that a design brief tells us what we have to make. So the design brief that we've been given is that Teddy needs some sort of bag to put all of his items because he's going on holiday. We've also learned that sometimes different bags have different uses and they are sometimes made in different ways. A bag can be made from different fabrics. Also, that the fabric of the bag might need to be stitched or attached in different ways. Also, that a bag can be decorated or not to fit a particular function. Okay, so good luck with your activity today. And as I said, if you have any questions, you can ask the adults, or you can come back this afternoon and ask some of your questions via our online chat. Good luck, everybody. Bye-bye.